Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the finals of the Asian Squash Championships played at the Express Mall at Chennai. The men's final is between Saurav Ghosal of India and Max Lee of Hong Kong. Today indeed is a historic day for Indian squash, as we'll have three Indians in the finals of the 19th Asian Squash Championships. The Saurav Ghosal in the men's and Jyotsna Chinnappa and Deepika Palekal playing the ladies final. It's never happened before where two Indians have played. Both the girls are stablemates at the Indian Squash Academy, Chennai. Max Lee has been seeded 1 in this event on the basis of his PSA ranking points, where he's 17 in the world. Saurav Ghosal is number 26 and has been seeded 2. Head to head, they've met 8 times, of which Saurav has got the better of Max Lee on 7 occasions. The last loss for Saurav was in 2015 at the HKFC finals in Hong Kong. The warm-up going on at the moment as we await the referees to give a call for the toss-up. The referees for this match are Shrikant Sheshadri from Chennai, who is the center referee. The right referee is Samuel Chang from Malaysia, and the left referee is Anthony Ho from Hong Kong. There's a tremendous crowd build up here at the Express Mall with a lot of squash enthusiasts watching, and for a lot of the viewers who are standing in the galleries, it's a totally new sport for them. We hope that by bringing squash into the malls and being played in the all-glass court, interest amongst the general public in India would build up, as it's a sport which can be played right through the year, whether it's rain, sun, heat, cold. You can play this game right through the year, unlike outdoor sports like tennis, which normally you cannot play during the monsoon or during the very warm summers. The toss has just happened and Saurav has won the toss. For the first time viewers, just to give you an idea on the court, the court dimensions are 32 feet in length, 21 in width, and the front red line is at 19 feet. The rear wall is at 7 feet. The total area that the players battle out on is 672 square feet, which in a city like Mumbai is very, very expensive real estate. The center line to the service box is at 17 feet. Unlike in other sports, in squash, the red lines indicate danger, and if the ball hits that, it's out of court. Whereas in badminton and tennis, if the ball hits the lines, the ball is still in play. White, in a sense, denotes safety. For the PSA men's event, the tin in the front wall is at 17 inches, whereas the women, when they play, the tin is at 19 inches. It gives them a 2-inch advantage over the men. PSA has done this to make the game more interesting, as you have to go lower and lower to play the ball. As I said earlier, this is the 9th meeting between the two boys. It's a maiden final for both of them. And as I say, the cat has 9 lives. Let's see who the cat is going to be in winning this maiden title. Saurav Ghosal to commence proceedings from the right box. Love all. I'm sure both the boys have butterflies in the stomach as it's the maiden final for both of them. And it's going to be important as to who's going to hold their composure and nerve. First point to Saurav as Max has missed a backhand where the ball has clung to the wall. One love. Ghosal, 2 love. A brilliant backhand drop by Saurav. Takes him to 3 love in the first game. Stroke awarded to Lee as Saurav did not clear the line mid-court. Both the players feeling their way around on the court. Long rally still going on. The 5th point of the match. So stop that rally. Think that he would hit Max. A let has been awarded. Max serving 1-3 from the right box. out of court, takes serve to 4-1. A lead given to Saurav, still serving 4-1. The central referee is suggesting to Saurav Ghosal that he should make an effort and try to get to the ball. Oh, lovely counter up by Max Lee. In the backhand court, front, takes him 2-4. Trying to get to that deep ball from Max. Saurav has lost hold of his racket. Score 3-4. Oh, it's a nice ball from Saurav, which is the splice between the left wall and the back wall, and the ball dropped dead. Takes Saurav 5-3 in the first. There's been a clash between the two players, which has resulted in sort of taking a bit of a tumble. Max objecting to the court services being going on to court to mop the floor. Score still at 5-3. Max going for too much, has hit the tin. Takes out to 6-3. Oh, great pick by Saurav on that ball. And the stroke awarded to Ghosal, taking it to 7-3 as Max, on a very poor lob, did not clear the line. An easy volley. Max has made a hash of it. Going for a cross-court nick. Has hit the ball into the tin. Taking Saurav to 8-3. A 5-point cushion. A stroke has been awarded to Max Lee by the 3 referees. 1 point deficit reduced. It's 4-8. Winner by Saurav takes him to 9-4, back to a 5-point cushion. Saurav thinking he would get a stroke, stopped the ball, but correctly the referees have awarded a let. As Saurav was not close enough to the ball to play a winner. Saurav has stopped the ball, stopped the rally as there was contact with Lee on a swing. Score remains at 9-4. Saurav has missed that backhand drop. Takes Max to 5-9. Go drop. Saurav not happy with that let decision. Thinks Max had enough time to play the ball. However, referees prevailed, stays at 5-9. And there Max has missed a backhand, taking Saurav to game ball in the first at 10-5.
10-5, game ball.
Why are you shouting? And a sidewall boost has gone into 10, taking Saurav to 11-5 in the first. 1 game to love. I have with me Rajiv Reddy, international referee, administrator, player. He's the current over 16 national champion. Rajiv, what are your views on the first game?
It is a closely contested game, but I feel Saurav is a far more experienced player than Lee, and Saurav has played Lee a number of times, and Lee has been playing very well in this tournament, and there's nothing you can rule him out because he can come back anytime and he's very, very steady player. Unfortunately, he made about 3 very unforced errors which normally he doesn't make. And Saurav has been playing to the plan, and I think it'll be a very, very close contest, Vaman.
The crowd excited with Saurav winning the first game. We felt that Saurav has maintained his composure, has made lesser number of mistakes and errors than Max. I think Max has gone for broke. As Saurav has picked up every ball, every angle thrown at him. He's been exceedingly steady, except for a couple of mistakes, which has enabled Max to get up to 5. I think in the entire game, Max has probably played only one winner compared to the number of winners that Saurav has played. And Max has also made equal number of mistakes, especially going for broke. The front wall nick on the volley, he's missed a few on the backhand. All in all, it's been a better outing in the first game for Saurav.
Basically, the players will try to assess each other's game in the first game, and I rightly said Max has made 3 unforced errors, which he would normally not make that, and that could also costed him the game. But I'm sure he'll have a different plan for Saurav in the next game, and Saurav should keep his tempo going as is going now. I think that's the best strategy plan which he's having. Now the second game is about to commence with Saurav leading 1 game to love.
Saurav seems a lot more composed on the court than Max. Max seems to be under a little bit of pressure, maybe the pressure of playing the first Asian final,
Ghosal leads 1 game.
where Saurav has an advantage over Max of having beat him 7 times before. This is the 9th meeting. Second game about to commence, love all. Oh, Saurav's missed that ball on the forehand, the rear of the court. Gives Max Lee to open his account at 1 love. Saurav not ready. Let has been called. Oh, lovely pick by Max. On a very nice drop by Saurav. Played the lob, which enabled him to get back into position. A lob in squash is played both as an offensive shot as well as a defensive shot. Max has skinned that ball, which brings Saurav back on even terms at 1-all. Oh, a lovely drop by Saurav. Max on the stretch trying to go cross court. Has not been able to be successful, and which takes Saurav to 2-1 in the second. Let has been called as both the players clashed at the tee. Saurav serving 2-1. Saurav going for that forehand drop by Max. And no let's been given. In the view of the central referee, he thought there was a line to the ball, which Saurav felt otherwise. On that last point, sitting up in the commentary box, the line to the ball is only by going into the player and not a clear line. But then angles can be different from where the referees are watching and from where we are watching.
Please pick up on the front right. Saw the ball good.
So, questioning that delicate sidewall by Max. The referees have called it good. Takes Max lead to 3-2. Oh, the drop has been missed by Saurav from the middle of the court, which gives Max a 2-point advantage and leads 4-2 in the second. Oh, Saurav has missed that backhand volley. Was in two minds whether to play it or ask for a let. However, that error, unforced error from Saurav, takes Max lead to 5-2. A lovely lob by Saurav. And equally well picked up by Max. Oh, a lovely deft touch by Saurav. Feigning it, thinking he's going to play the ball to the front left hand corner, but goes with a deft racket angle, takes it across the court to the front right hand corner, bringing him back to 3-5 with service in hand. Saurav sensibly asked for a let. As he felt that going cross court he would hit Max and get an unfair advantage of a stroke. Saurav has always been a very fair player on court. And a lovely hit by Saurav, good drive, brings him on to 4-5. Oh, nice drop from Max. Takes him to 6-4. Saurav was half a step slow to the ball. Has questioned the decision, saying that he would have got to it, but the referees have felt otherwise and awarding the point to Max. Takes it to 7-4. On the stretch, Saurav's tried to get it, has not been successful. Ball has hit the top of the tin. 8-4 to Max. Couple of unforced errors from Saurav. Couple of decisions against Saurav. It's allowed Max to go to 8-4 in the second game. Oh, that's a good hold by Max. Saurav not reading it. And Max has played a cross-court winner to take it 9-4. Rajiv, Saurav seems to be under a bit of pressure in this game.
It gives me a feeling that Saurav wants to give up this game so that he can get back in the next game. The body language says that he's not going to fight. You know, we knew about Lee because Lee is always a very steady player. Even if he's down, he goes for every ball, and no wonder he's got a very good billing, being the number one seed in this championship. They are being for the ball in the front, and they said the ball was good. It didn't touch the tin. So 10-4 game ball. So it'll be now this unforced error again by Saurav. So 1 game all. This has been a fantastic crowd. I mean, in fact, apart from being a Sunday crowd, I mean, this jam-packed now. The entries have been closed more than half an hour back. And people with some passes, they came and they said this, you know, the people have been waiting here from 2 o'clock onwards, sitting to get a better view. And now you find people are just on the first tier and second tier, and everywhere around you find people. I think they should have a screen outside, because a lot of people who are not been able to, you know, see this, because it's the first time a lot of people are seeing such a game, you know, in the mall.
Rajiv, what you say is true. I think like the IPL fan parks that they're having, the SRFI, many organizers could consider having a big screen outside of the mall, where even the general public in the car park or walking along the road can see what is happening inside, which will generate interest into what this game is all about. Because here is one sport where two gladiators are battling it out in an area of 672 square feet, fighting for supremacy.
Yes.
Unlike other racket sports like badminton or tennis, you're playing across the net, whereas here you're trying to get the better of the two by hitting the front wall.
You're true, because in fact this is the only sport where you don't face your opponent, you face the wall. and it's such a fast game because a lot of drops, lobs, hit the ball cross court, the people whack the ball, then slow down, and it requires a lot of fitness, a lot of turning. That's why this, unless you're fit, maybe after beyond 40, 45 years, there'll be a lot of prone to injuries for the lower back and as well as the knee. So you have to keep strengthening these two parts of the body to continue playing in this particular sport. That's why, Vaman, you have been also doing a lot of strengthening exercises for your back and your knees, being the veterans champion and still playing active squash for all these years.
Yes, still at it. As long as the body keeps him going. But it does take a physical toll on the knees and the back over the years. The other aspect is in the glass back court, it's a white ball which is used. Otherwise, traditionally in the normal courts, which are enclosed, and whereas the normal conventional light brown flooring, the ball used is a black ball. This is an evolution which was made by PSA and I think and Dunlop some years ago, possibly 15-20 years ago.
Yes.
It's probably, Rajiv confirms that it was about 15-20 years ago. In fact, unfortunately, it has not been a major television sport, though I think efforts by PSA and the world body are try and make it a television sport, which will bring in more crowds. And that's why this concept of a 4 glass ball, the white ball, has come in on. It's really a cat and mouse game. This third one, both the players sort of dropping the ball. As a result, a lob has to be played.
This third game will be very crucial for either of them because who will get the psychological advantage? That's very important. The central referee has said not up, whereas side referees have said ball is good, so they're playing a net again.
The center referee, I think, called it not up. Ball is good. It has been overruled by the two referees. The right referee, which is Samuel Chang of Malaysia and Anthony Ho of Hong Kong, have overruled the central referee and a let is being played. Oh, lovely counter drop from Max. Takes into one love in the third. Max seems to have now settled down after the initial hiccups in the first game. Lesser number of errors in the second. And seems to be hitting a more confident ball. And a nice half-court drive by Max. Saurav unable to get it. Takes him to love.
Vaman, I've seen this boy Maxley over the years, from a junior to now. He's improved one hell of a lot. And one of the main reasons is because apart from Qatar, the Hong Kong Open is a very big Super Series tournament. We have got these two in Asia. One is at Qatar Open and other one is the Hong Kong Open. Earlier we used to have one Saudi Open, which has now stopped because of sponsorship. And this gave a lot of exposure to Lee to improve his game, playing with all the top players. I think that also makes a lot of difference, how the players improve when you see better play with better players.
However, having said that, Saurav's head to head, Saurav is still the advantage with him. The other advantage which Lee has is in terms of height and reach. He's much taller than Saurav.
Now let it go to the ball, Lee.
No let has been given to
Clear the ball.
Max Lee,
Stay on court.
which one, 1-2. Lee is suggesting that ball should be a let, which the central referee Shrikant has not accepted. And a point has been given to Saurav. 1-2.
Regarding head-to-head advantage, Vaman, you said it is the Saurav now is 30, whereas he's far younger. He's still in his 20s, Max Lee. So that's why. But now Max Lee has really improved a lot, and he's in the PSA top 18, Vaman, now.
17.
Yeah, 17 in the PSA world ranking. That's an unforced error by Max Lee. And they're good in this game. In this game, both the players are playing the drops, the bows as well as lobs very well. They're moving each other around.
Max has missed a ball at the back of the court, which takes out at 4-3. He's made up from a left to deficit to 4-3.
Gentlemen, please settle down. Kindly do not move during the running.
Yeah, thank you. Lee playing the ball safe, keeping in play, playing it slightly higher on the front wall to have the length to the back wall. But Saurav is equally to the task. Lee going for too much on that volley. A cross-court nick which has hit the top of the tin
5-3.
takes Saurav to 5-3. Saurav missing that dainty little drop off the backhand in the front of the court. Helps Lee claw back to 4-5. Second time he's missed the drop on the same spot to make it 5-all. A bit tentative on the drop.
I think at this stage, Saurav should not be making such unforced mistakes. These 2 points you lost in the same, playing the same shot and both in the tin. And both of them are playing safe, hitting the ball back. That's a beautiful nick from Maxley. He had all the time in the world, and then he just did a drop nick. Saurav was leading 5-3, and now with the two unforced errors, and now Maxley has come to 6-5. Saurav is unhappy with the decision, Vaman.
Saurav seems to be a little bit bemused with that no let given. From his facial expression. Takes Max to 7-5. And a lovely counter drop on the return of serve by Saurav brings him back to 6-7. One of the adages in this game is that when you're in trouble, you lift the ball up to get yourself back into position. And as I've been saying earlier, a lob is both defensive as well as an offensive lob. And there you can see on this thing where Saurav has quickly recovered. Still be in the rally in spite of Lee moving him around. Oh, lovely half smash drive by Lee. Saurav unable to pick it up. Takes him to 8-6. Oh, lovely cross and backhand drop from Saurav. Brings him back to 7-8. Both the men don't seem to be playing the volley at the midcourt, allowing the ball to go back to the back wall, which is a bit of a disadvantage as it allows the player to come back into position. Whereas if you cut the volley, you're not giving the opponent enough time to play the lovely flick by Max. Takes him to 9-7 on the backhand.
He should have hit the ball down the line. I don't know why he again gave such a high shot to Maxley so that he could finish it. Let has been awarded. A let is normally given if the player is not been given a chance to play his shot very fairly, and if there is some interference, that's when the let is given, and you have to play again let us they play the same ball again.
You need to play those balls. You're risking a no net by not playing those. You need to play them. You need to play those. It was minimal. You're risking a no net.
The center referee cautioning Max Lee that he should play that ball as there's minimal interference. And next time, suggesting that next time if he does the same, he would not get a let on the ball. Still 9-7 in the third. A lovely push, drive volley by Saurav. No let being given to Max Lee. Brings Saurav to 8-9. It's a very crucial point, this one coming up. 8-9. Saurav going for too much from the back of the court on a cross-court drop has given away the advantage, which allows Max Lee to get to 10-8, game ball in the third. That was the wrong selection of shot by Saurav. The ball is down. Saurav going for too much on that backhand nick, giving Max Lee the third game, and to go 2-1 up in the best of 5 final. Saurav, Rajiv, any comments on this third game?
They were playing neck to neck, Saurav, and I found somewhere down from the where it was 7-8. Saurav had slowly made a couple of unforced errors and then gave a chance to Maxi to come back. And Saurav is now trying to go for more drops, whereas Maxi seems to be very strong in the front wall. And he is picking up every ball and then he's hitting it down the line, which Saurav finds it difficult again to retrieve back. So I think now, best thing for Saurav, I think maybe his game plan should be now to keep the ball back and then wait for an opening to drop and not just drop from the back because only Maxley is there in the front. So now this match should be this game should be very crucial now, the fourth game for Saurav. And he has to make it 2-all if he has to be in the championship.
I think maybe a change of strategy by Saurav to cut the volley, especially when it's within his reach at the midcourt. The first 3 games, he's allowed the ball to float back, opting to play it off the back wall, which has given Max an advantage of getting back into position at the tee. And Max with his height covers the court very well. He's a much taller man compared to Saurav. Maybe that's a strategy that is being worked out between the coach and Saurav.
I agree with you, because normally if you take a volley, you attack, but when you take off the back wall, then you play a more steadier game. Egyptians, are very good in attacking. They'll never allow the ball to go back. They always take the volley and then they just keep the opponent always on hooks. There's one way of psychologically putting pressure on your opponent.
That's one of the points which I used to make when I was doing coaching with the juniors, is to play the volley. It doesn't matter if you make the mistakes, but that's what's putting you're giving the opponent much less time to recover and you're putting the opponent under pressure. You could play the offensive offensive volley or even a defensive shot to get back in position. On anything up in the air must be played, especially the mid-court, which unfortunately both these boys or men don't seem to be doing. We still tend to call them boys. They're young men, of course.
Raman, Saurav is married now. A few months back he got married, but he can call Max Lee as a boy.
Well, Saurav is 30, Max is 29. I don't know what Max Lee's marital status is. Saurav, of course, we know is married to Deepika Pallikal, Karthik's elder sister. Players just warming up the ball for the fourth game, which is about to commence with Max Lee serving with a 2-1 advantage in the fourth. Play has been called by the central referee, Lavol. And a nice counter up by Max, takes it to 1-love. Saurav not even attempting to go for that ball. It was too tight. Correct. Oh, second time that he's hit the neck in the front, Maxi. 2-love. No let given by the panel of referees. Gives Saurav his first point in the fourth game. Make it 1-2. I thought Saurav could have driven that ball instead of playing a counter drop, which has ended up him losing the point since he played the ball too short. And Max has played a win on that. Gives Max an advantage, go 3-1. Saurav, wrong-footed Max, could not get to the ball on the forehand, which brings Saurav 2-3. It's very difficult to sort of understand what goes through a player's mind in terms of shot selection. Sitting out in the commentary box, we think, well, you should have played this shot or that shot.
I'm sure, because we've all been players, Raman. Some things is pressure, there's something where you get tired, you take some few seconds to recover. So then we hit a shot, sometimes it doesn't work. I'm sure in the mind all of us will having that we have to win the next point. That's a beautiful drop. I think that this is the third time he has done from backhand drop, and drop neck to the wall. Max Lee is far more confident now, having an advantage of 2-1 game score. So it looks like as though he is on a roll. But anyway, Saurav, knowing his experience, he will keep it on and allow it to carry on for some time till he gets back his rhythm.
As you rightly said, Max's body language seems a lot firmer and stronger, even mentally, as against Saurav's. Saurav wanting a lead to the ball. I've not understood the central referee saying that he's got a line to the ball when there's been no line to the ball at all. You know, the only line to the ball is, as I said earlier in the second game, is through the player.
Vaman, now these days the refereeing is now changing quite a lot from the days where we used to play competitive, because now no easy lets have to be given, and now the changing is that if in case you are stuck at the back, that means you have taken the long line and no net is awarded. This is the new plan, and this is a new thing which the World Squash Federation, especially referees, they have been working on.
Max confident is 8-2. Service seems to have thrown in the towel unless he gets a second win back. Max comfortably sitting with a 6-point advantage at 8-2 in the fourth. And another from Max. Now, is this a break that Saurav is going to get at 3-8? A 5-point difference is still a mountain to climb. Oh, counter volley from Max has hit the nick, taking him to 9-3 within 2 points of winning his maiden Asian title at 9-3 in the fourth. It's now for Saurav to win and Max to throw it away after having a 9-3 advantage in the fourth game. Saurav played a loose ball from the back of the court. Unfortunately, fortunately for him, Max has made an error trying to play a trickle boost of the front wall on the forehand court. This brings Saurav to 4-9. Still 5 points adrift of Max. Another error from Max Lee. 5-9. As you can hear the crowd egging Saurav on to try and make up the deficit at 5-9. An error from Saurav takes Max to 10-5 and championship ball.
10-5, championship ball.
And an error from Max. Saurav saved one championship ball. Takes him 6-10. Still 4 championship balls to be made up.
6-10, championship ball.
A great pickup by Saurav. Under stretch. 7-10. Still 3 championship balls to be made up. And error from Saurav, forehand. He's hit the ball into 10. Lee wins 3-1, 11-7 in the fourth. His first title at the Asians for Max Lee. Seeded 17 in the world. A very good game to watch. A cat and mouse game which Max got the better of.
The runner-up is Saurav Ghosal of India, and the winner is Max Lee from Hong Kong, China. He won 3 games to 1, and the scores are 5-11, 11-4, 11-8, and 11-7.
Max has really clawed himself back into the match after dropping the first to win the next 3
Hong Kong, China.
to win it 3-1. Max being congratulated by the Indian officials, the Indian coach.
Saurav Ghosal from India to come up on stage to say a few words to us.
The MC is calling Saurav Ghosal to say a few words after his loss to Max Lee in the final of the 19th Asian Men's Championships.
Did they well enough today? Max was stronger as the match went on. He chose the right shots at the right
Correct.
times. The balance of it all, he missed his improvements and regrets.
But no regrets, you're still the runner-up of the championship, so congrats on that.
Yeah, thanks. I mean, it's not what I trained for, so yeah, it's not the best thing, but
There's a huge difference between winning a championship and finishing second.
I lost 2 finals now, so
I'm sure that it's gut-wrenching because all the players really work hard to try and achieve the pinnacle of the championship. But great effort by Saurav. The Indian population or the squash lovers should be proud of his effort.
Do you have anything to say about the setup and the officiating of this game and all that?
Just send Sophia. Sophia.
this goal here, and it's West Ham View. It's really makes it difficult to be
Rajiv, send Sophia. Sophia. What? Sophia. Scora. Sophia. She's sitting there. From Iran.
the express level of Chennai, back on their lives, we turned out some encouragement to kind of get it back here. Sorry.
5 minutes. When they 5 minutes. As usual, Saurav has very, very fine words to say. He's a great champion.
Saurav Ghosal from India. Now may I invite Max Lee from Hong Kong, China, the champion of Geo 19 Asian Squash Championship Men's, to say a few words to us. Congratulations, Max. How do you feel right now?
MC is having a word with Max, asking him how he's feeling, and his word is tired. It was a long match, and I'm sure with the amount of crowd and with here, with the heat development, it's very stuffy inside the court. I'm sure the players are feeling dehydrated.
How did it feel to play with Saurav today?
It's the 9th time that they've met, and Max has turned out to be the cat. As I say, cat has 9 lives. It's the 9th meeting. The second time in the head-to-head meetings that Max has beaten Saurav. the way the mall has been built, you get a 360-degree view of the happenings on the all-glass court. You get view from different angles. The crowds are more out of enthusiasm and interest that people are hanging around outside our shops to watch the 19th Asian Squash Championships.